Today we're gonna do a prep and party vlog. It's Caesar and Maurice's first birthday party tomorrow. They probably turned one last week or a couple of weeks ago, just based on when we got them and how old they were, but we're celebrating tomorrow. It's almost midnight right now. I'm really tired. I had work today. I had work the last 5 days in a row. I managed to get work off tomorrow because I'm also helping my friend with a different event, but then the wrap birthday party is gonna be tomorrow evening. Right now, I'm just gonna set up some enrichment for the rats so that I can go to bed, because I don't think I'm gonna do any cleaning tonight. And I know I said I worked the last 5 days in a row, and I know that's normal for most people, but for me it's new, and I only work part-time. Even though I have 2 different jobs, even combined, it's not like my hours aren't like a full-time job. Both of my jobs are just like customer service oriented. Yeah, you can put him in the cage. So yeah, both of my jobs are like customer service based, so it's kind of hard. Like, even though I'm not diagnosed autistic, I think everyone experiences like symptoms of autism to varying degrees, and so I also experience some symptoms. And even if you're not autistic or diagnosed, I think a lot of people understand what masking is, and a lot of people do it like in customer service jobs and also just in daily life. And so doing that for like hours and hours and hours on end, it does become kind of taxing. It's not so much hard on the body as it is just like tiring on the mind. Okay, I got this Medicube Zero Pore Pad from work, and I know it's really popular, and I don't have a toner in my routine. I haven't used a toner in a really long time. My friend Sherry recommended that I try using this because I was talking to them about like all the products that people really like to buy, and I had bought one, I had bought this like a couple years ago. I never used it, and then I decided to try and use it after Sherry recommended it to me, but then I couldn't find it anywhere, so I got it from the store with a discount. And I'm gonna turn on the light even though I don't like how it looks on camera. Super shiny. It's so silly of me to act like I don't need you back, when all I can think about is us since I seen you last. I know I didn't have to walk. I think I'm overdoing this a little bit, but okay. I'll put this here, and says to pat any extra toner in. So can you come pick up your clothes? I had them folded. Leave me at the door while it's still open. I know it's getting cold out, but it's not frozen. So come pick up your clothes. I had them folded. There's been a change in plans. We're still doing the wrap party, but we're also doing a surprise party for my friend because it's their birthday tomorrow, and their roommate texted me and was like, oh, are we getting a cake for them? And I was like, wait, you're so right. We should make it a surprise party for them as well. So that's what we're gonna do. My partner went out to get like drinks and stuff for people, and we've been cleaning, and it's 6:12. Yeah, I told people they can come anytime after 7:40, except for my friend whose birthday is tomorrow. So the official start time is 8. So we have like almost 2 hours until people officially start coming over. She's being choked.
Yeah, use the whole thing.
Happy birthday, Maureen.
Happy birthday.
It's so much higher.
Happy birthday.
I'm using my laptop for lighting right now. I came home from work and I had dinner, and now it's 7:42. I want to talk about how yesterday went because I really wanted to film a lot more of like the preparation for Caesar and Maurice's birthday and then also the party itself. But something happened earlier in the day. I was outside and I was wearing a mask and sunglasses, and there was this man. He was like this older, middle-aged man who was really angry, and he was yelling about like illegals, and he was basically just going on a tirade at me and a bunch of people, and I just like stood in front of him. I would just like wasn't saying anything because the thing I've learned about dealing with people off their rocker is to just stare at them and make them uncomfortable. Eventually he did say like, why are you all covered up? Like, you're scaring me. You're not saying anything and you're all covered up. Like maybe an hour later, he came back and he started yelling at people again, and this time people were like yelling back at him. And it was just like really escalating, and again, I was just trying to stand, like I was trying to put myself between him and the people he was yelling at. And then he was like, why are you all covered up? And then he looked at me, he just like stared at me for like a few seconds, and then out of nowhere, without saying anything, he just went like this. That gesture that's obviously making fun of Asian eyes. So then I was like, okay, he said I scared him before, so let me try and actually really scare him so that he leaves. And up until this point, I hadn't said a single word. So out of nowhere, I just like let out this like really loud scream. I was like, ah, get the fuck out. And it made him jump, and immediately he said, if you lay a hand on me, I'll have you thrown in jail so fast. And I had not laid a hand on him or even raised my hands. They were very firmly by my side, but okay. And then I took my sunglasses off and I said to him, do you want to do that gesture again to my face? And he didn't do it, but he did look kind of surprised. So my partner has a theory that he didn't know for sure if I was Asian or not because I was wearing my sunglasses and a mask. And so when I took my glasses off, it actually surprised him that I actually was Asian. That was like a weird moment, but I honestly wasn't too like rattled by that interaction itself. It was more so the things surrounding it. So immediately after I yelled at him, someone like held onto my arms and was like, hey, let's not engage. And that was just kind of annoying because other people were yelling back at him and I was like silent the whole time, and I wanted honestly to scare him. I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't that rattled by what he did. I just didn't want people to think that I had totally lost my cool at like the one pointed racist gesture he did towards me when he was saying really terrible things about like Hispanic people and Black people. So I was kind of frustrated. And then afterwards I was walking and someone came up to me and was like, hey, are you okay? And I had my sunglasses on, but I was honestly like blinking back like frustrated tears, and I was like, yeah, I'm okay, and they gave me a hug. It was just nice to think that if I hadn't responded and told him to do that gesture to my face, that maybe someone would have stood up for me, because like he was saying a lot of really disgusting things about lots of different people, but the gesture he did towards me was very pointed. So yeah, all of that happened earlier that day put a damper on my mood, and so I barely had like any energy. But because I'd made a commitment already and told my friends to be at my place by a certain time, we really had to clean up. So my partner and I, we spent the rest of the day leading up to the party cleaning the apartment, doing laundry, and then we had our party, which actually it was really fun. There were a lot of people in my apartment. It was a lot more than what I'm used to, and also I was having some trouble like regulating, but I think what happened earlier that day made it also so that I wasn't hyper focusing on the wrap party, and so I wasn't super anxious when people were coming over, because it was like my first time hosting something at my place. I want people to enjoy themselves, and I don't want people to think that I'm inconsiderate or a slob, like with the way I keep my apartment, especially because the addition of it being a surprise birthday party for my friend was kind of a last minute thing, so that was like, that added a sense of urgency to all the planning and decorating and stuff. So yeah, there was really no room to be like overly anxious about being a good host and whether or not people would enjoy themselves. Also, I did my nails this morning because my previous nails, I picked them off so I could do new ones. I think the boys also had a good time at the party. Caesar was really loving all of the extra attention. He couldn't get enough of it. And Maurice was a lot more shy, but I think he also did enjoy it in his own way, because instead of hiding in the cage, he was really out and about. He likes to sniff people and run away, whereas Caesar likes to sniff people, lick them, be picked up, and be manhandled as much as possible. So I think they both had a good time. Yeah, I think people had a good time as well. Hi. And they're officially 1 year old. My flight to Cali is tomorrow, and I really just wanted to at least film a video. I don't know if it's gonna be posted before my flight. I just wanted to film a video because I've been trying to vlog, but work has been really busy, and I haven't really been hit with like that much creative inspiration. But this whole situation, I mean, I thought about just not talking about it on my channel, but I think a big reason I like YouTube is hearing people's very unique or everyday and mundane experiences. And I definitely have a lot of the latter on my channel, and this thing that happened is a little more, it doesn't happen every day, you know, at least not to me, so I wanted to talk about it. I think I might vlog when I am visiting my family. I've been getting a lot of birthday gifts for my sister, not so many for my dad, just because he's really hard to shop for, so maybe I can do a haul of those things before I give them to her. So yeah, I will see you girls in the next one. Bye.